Hey guys, it's Kristen. So it's about 1:49. It's the 22nd. It's been a it's been a rough week, especially for me. I know there's been a lot of people that are going through some rough things right now. I've been definitely being pretty like self-pity about certain things, and uh, it's been a little bit of a depressing week. And yeah, it's so weird that the light's going over there. So strange. Anyways, yeah. So I've been off in the fantasy world too. This week, and there's things that have been coming up that uh, I've definitely realized that I have to work on certain things. Something that came up this week was definitely uh, my outburst, and it's not like angry or yelling or anything, but it is, well, I mean, it is kind of an angry kind of thing, but just when I feel kind of out of control in a situation, I will, sometimes send like a text, or I'll say something that's not really not beneficial at all. It doesn't help anything. And so I've been changing, well, not changing, but I've been trying to definitely work on my shadow side and my dark side. I think I'm doing very well, but I can't do everything. Can't do everything at once. And so that's the other thing, is like I'm trying to like hurry. Oh, I need to hurry this up. I need to work on this and work on that. But there's a lot of things I'm gonna have to continue to work on. And I even know with these videos, there's not every single video is going to be like a hit. There's going to be times where I miss things, or I contradict myself, or whatever. But I mean, I'm always changing my mind. I'm always, there's things that one day I might like this, and then the next day I don't. So, and I think last week I talked about uh, the divine feminine and women. And there was something that I didn't finish talking about with that, but I've been so busy this week, and with the things that have just been going on in my mind, and my children got sick because and it's not COVID, we tested for COVID, but it's just a virus. So both my children have been sick, and I've been tending to them, and it's really hard as a mom to have your children sick, especially when they're little. It just it's just I don't want them to be sick. I'd rather me be sick and take it from them than them be sick. And so I've been taking care of that, and it's just been like a week that I haven't really had time to myself to really look through things. And it's been kind of a really low week for me, and I'm trying to anyways do a video. And because I at least want to do one video a week, even if there's times like this where I kind of just don't really have much to say or what's going on. And it really sucks because I need to start writing down more ideas, especially if I have more than one. I need to start. Well, I mean, I write down anyways. I have this book right here. I'll flip through the pages, but yeah, I have this book right here. I am probably now actually more than that. I am almost done filling this book up of writing. And usually what's crazy is I have not actually been writing anything in a very long time. And my mom would always tell me, you should write stuff down so you can remember, because a lot of the times, it can leave and you can forget. And when I wanted to start doing these videos, I was like, well, have to write, and I have to start writing things down that come up in my head. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been writing down, and I have ideas of different things in life. If I ever had the resources to do it, I would 100% do it. And I know one day I'm going to be doing these other things that I want to be doing. And it's not, I want to be doing videos and talking, but there's also other things that I would love to do and love to make. And yeah, so I've been writing things down, and, it's been a rough week. And yeah, it's just been one of those weeks, and I've also thought about, with these videos, and of course I've talked about fears and things that come up, and definitely it's my biggest problem is when I start something, I want it to go quick, and if I have a vision, I want it to just like hurry up and get there. And if it doesn't, I get impatient, and then I'm done, and then I stop doing it or get bored with it. Or it's just routine. Like, it's hard for me to get into a routine and to go, okay, I'm gonna do one video a week, or I'm gonna do 2 videos a week. And in the past, I would just go, well, I don't feel good, or it's been a bad week. Like this week, it's been a bad week. And I sat there on the couch for the last hour just going, do I really need to do this video? I could just not do a video this week and maybe do a video next week. And no, I need to stop doing that kind of stuff and trying to stop. My brain is trying to get me out of doing these things. It's just been going 100 miles an hour. There's too many things going on in my head, and I'm trying to just be more positive. But I've definitely realized, like I've talked about this before, is with this age of Aquarius coming up, we're going to need people. And especially even right now, we need people. But there's a lot of people who are just so isolated. They don't want to go out. They don't want to meet new people or do anything. And it sucks. Like, especially with me, especially after her having children, it's like all my friends left. And, you try to hang out with moms that have kids that are kind of around your age, and then you just don't hear from them, even though they're like, oh yeah, I would love to hang out and I don't have anybody. But then you try to reach out and then they cancel. And I mean, I know everybody gets busy, but it's always excuses. Nobody wants to hang out or isolate, or because of, COVID, people are scared and don't want to go hang out with anybody. And it's annoying. It's really annoying, because I need time to myself, but then I definitely like to go out, and I want to talk and hang out with people. And it just sucks that, I hope people start coming together, and I hope I can start getting people to like go out and go do something, go hang out with somebody, go respond to that person that you made excuses for multiple times that you couldn't go hang out, or you could because you were too busy. Like, go respond to that person and go make an appointment, go see them. Go see them. Make new friends. This is a time, too, that a lot of people are having to, let go of a lot of people in their life. Or even things, just whatever it is that's going on. And I know that's tough, because that's exactly what I'm doing as well. And, that's the other thing, is you just don't know if certain people or friends or whoever are going to come back later in the future, and maybe that's meant to be then. But right now it's time to let go of what's bothering you or in whatever's in the past, because what's in the past is in the past. It's not happening now, and there's no point to keep that going and keep punishing yourself for things that you did, or making yourself mad or upset over something someone did, or whatever it is. And that's the reality of with these videos, is I hope that someone will see this and they'll want to collaborate with me, because I would love to do videos with other people, and I would love to eventually get a camera and have better images and quality, because my phone is just not working, not doing it. And so I have just this laptop, and whatever, I'm using what I have now, and hopefully, I need people in my life, and I need resources. Like, if I'm gonna go anywhere, I need resources, and I need people, and I need help. And like, I would definitely love a mentor and somebody that can really help me grow and be a better speaker and do this. And and that's something that I'm ready to do in my life. And I've also been thinking about going to school or some kind of classes to study astrology, which is crazy, because I would have never imagined myself to study astrology or go to school for astrology. It was a thought in my mind, I think, whenever I was a child, and especially with religious reasons, I didn't think that was something that I should do or even talk about, so I never did. But it was just thought and went boop. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I need to do a little bit more research on that to definitely see if I'm going to do some classes on that. And there's just a lot of things right now that I am excited about, and that I'm really trying to work on myself and be better and get to know who I am as a person, and also to be able to hopefully get resources. People want to collaborate, have some kind of show with other people, and have discussions, because I am, like I said, it's different whenever it's one-on-one. I'm okay with that. That's fine. But I definitely come out whenever I am talking to other people or having discussions, conversations, whatever that needs to happen. So I definitely know that if these videos are gonna go somewhere, I definitely need resources and people, and definitely need the help. Like, I need the help, and I need the support. Like, I need it. And it's so hard for me to ask for help and support, and it's crazy to see other people who can just do it. And I said, look at it, I'm like, how do you do that? How do you just feel so comfortable with doing it? And I just have to do it all myself. But like I said, there are things that I've realized, and I'm not going to sit here anymore, especially with how right now it's weird. Like I said, it's okay to speak up about things and talk about things and bring things to awareness, but especially like on TikTok, because that's the biggest thing right now is TikTok. There's a lot of things going around with narcissist, and what is the other one? I don't know, just multiple things of like, and like, just, I get it, making awareness, and that's awesome, and keep doing that. That's great. But at some point we got to stop being in the whole victimhood and start healing and releasing that negativity, because bringing more of that negativity and not bringing solutions is definitely not helpful in that sense. But it is, like I said, it is helpful to bring awareness, and I'm definitely fine with that. There's no problem. Everybody has their own way of talking about something or speaking or their way of being. And like I said, I've never wanted to, I want everybody to be who they are completely. And I don't want to change anybody. I don't want to change anybody's mind. I don't want to, you be you. You can listen to me, and if you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. That's fine. That's not a problem. We can still be friends, right? I mean, even if you get the, the COVID shot, because I didn't get it. So, we would still be friends, right? I mean, we definitely need to start being more caring and loving towards other people. And then we act like, especially when COVID was around, that we cared for those people that had health problems, and we need to do these things, these certain things, and basically, it's a messed up thing. It's definitely a messed up thing, and unfortunately, that's what killed my mom. Whether my brothers, my dad believed that. The shot killed my mom. My mom had acute myeloid leukemia. She got into remission once, and I think that was in end of March of 2019. And then her cancer came back in March of 2020. And so then she was on chemo for the rest of that year until I want to say June or May of last year. Somewhere in between that. She was this close to getting her bone marrow transplant. She had a donor match. Everything was ready to go. She was at like 5%. So she had like maybe one treatment left until she was in remission to go ahead and start doing the bone marrow transplant. But the oncologist told my mom that she could not get the bone marrow transplant unless she got the COVID shot. And she didn't want to do it. None of us wanted to do it. And she also had to have three people to watch her. And they also had to get the shot. And so so my mom got the shot. I think this is in July. And 2 weeks later, it came back stronger than it ever has with my mom. And waited and waited and waited. Then she could not get the bone marrow transplant because now her numbers were doubled. So she kept fighting. She kept doing the chemo, and then told her she had to get a booster. So she got the booster. And my dad got the shot because he was going to be with my mom after doing the bone marrow transplant. And after my mom got the booster, she went downhill completely. Completely. Took 6 months. killed her. And anybody can say, oh, well, she had cancer and that's what killed her and blah, 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 blah. You know, maybe she, even with the bone marrow transplant, maybe she wouldn't have made it. But how, I don't know. All I know is I know that's what killed her. It sucks. It sucks thinking maybe if we fought, because I did. I emailed the highest person that I could that deals with the health department in Oklahoma, and I even asked them, you know, does she even have to, as a patient, does she even have to do this shot if she does not want to do it? Can she sign something? And the only answer that they could give me is she has to ask the doctor or the oncologist. So I didn't get any help from whoever the health department in Oklahoma is, but I have the email somewhere. People don't believe me with that, but I do have the email. And I tried to do what I could to have her not take the COVID shot. But she wanted to live. She, you know, that was the bone marrow transplant was her only option to live, but the only option to get it was to do the shot, which killed her. And whether or not people want to believe that, I don't really give a fuck either way. I mean, I don't. And everybody just kind of like forgot about all of this and isn't talking about any of it. You know, what's going on, especially with Sweden and the other parts of the world that are recalling the shot. But nobody's talking about it here. I didn't take the shot because you know why? I've dealt with the healthcare system for the last 15 years. And I've worked for the healthcare system for the last 8 years. I can tell you, I've seen so many illegal and fucked up things that people probably wouldn't believe if I talked about it. The healthcare system doesn't care. All they care about is that's it. That's all they care about. I know there's good doctors and nurses out there, but I will actually give credit to the one time where I did have septic shock in September of 2019. And I went to the hospital that my mom got diagnosed with cancer. Because all the other hospitals around here are awful. But I chose that hospital, and I know because of that, I am still alive. And because of that specialist and the doctor and the nurse, I had a wonderful nurse, and I want to say her name's Mandy, but I can't exactly remember. She was amazing. She treated me great. And that was the only time I've ever been treated good in a healthcare system, or actually treated properly. And they cared for me as a patient, but I was also dying. So, I mean, kind of had to care, I guess. Maybe they didn't have to, but but that is the only time. Any other time, I mean, in the last 15 years, I've had multiple doctors, nurses. Didn't care. Didn't care at all. You know, there's sickening things that I've seen working as a medical biller, working in lab, working in HR. Working in offices. But that's why I didn't get the shot. I don't trust the healthcare system. The healthcare system failed me. I've seen them fail many, many people. I don't trust the healthcare system. And the people that do, maybe they just haven't dealt with the healthcare system like I have. But I'm worried about it. You know why? Because I have people that I love that took the shot. And I want to know what's going on. And I hope people will speak up. Because we need to know what's going on. We need to stop being lied to. But will the truth come out? I hope it does. Will anything change? The healthcare system needs to fall either way. Eventually it will. But for right now, there's a lot I could say, but I don't really want to get into it right now in this video because I just want to be like watching myself, make sure I don't say anything, say anything that I'm going to regret or, mess up opportunities if there is any. But yeah, it's been a week. I just want to let people know that there are people that love you if you feel like you're alone. Look around you and see what you have. You may not have everything that you want or what you're striving for, but let me tell you, I've actually lived this point of, saying, oh, if I just had this, then I would be happy. And then I got it. And guess what? Then it's the next thing. Oh, if I just had this. Oh, if I just had that. If we just sit here today, look around you, appreciate what you have, appreciate that you're alive, appreciate going outside, looking around, breathing fresh air, going for a walk. Today I actually went back to the gym because I had COVID for the last 2 weeks, and then I had to take another week this week to make sure that I don't overdo myself and then get sick, because I have limitations now where I do have to watch myself and watch my health and make the decisions if I need to do certain things or not. It is frustrating, but got to do it. And I don't want to get sick, so then dealing with sick kids. So I'm praying that I do not get that virus. And but yeah, just take a look around, appreciate what you have. I know it's been a rough week for some of you. Just know that you're loved and love yourself. And just even if you are just so down, please please try to uplift yourself, because when we are down and depressed, that's how we look at everything in life. That's not real. It's just your brain and your mind, and you got to get out of your mind. And that's hard for me because I'm scatterbrained all the time, and I've got so many things going on in my head all the time, all the time. I'm always on the next thing, on to the next thing. So breathe, meditate. If you want to meditate, do yoga. If you want to do yoga, right now I'm having sometimes so much spurts of energy that I've got to go to the gym in the morning and work out, and get that energy out. Especially if you have a lot of energy, get that energy out so you don't put it on somebody else or have arguments, conflicts, say things that you don't mean, because trust me, I have to work on that too. So, yeah, that's today's video. And I know it's not a long video today, but yeah, I mean, the next 2 weeks, especially with my astrology, is going to be extremely rough. Extremely rough. So please bear with me if I am just all over the place, or maybe I say something that's out there that maybe not as like my videos are like how I've been. So I'm just saying that right now to warn you. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the next 2 to 3 weeks, but it's going to be a learning process for me for sure. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Get out of your mind, get out of your head. Enjoy what you have today and when the next day comes. All right. I will see you guys next week. Bye.